What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. My name is YoAdrian, and today we're back in American Truck Simulator. We're going to be using a truck we have not used in a while. It's the Volvo VNL 780 truck. As you can see here, we're working for Mill Creek Motor Freight Company out of Cambridge, Ontario. But we're going to be out here in, where are we at? Kennewick, Washington. Going to try to be exploring more of Washington on today's trip. Now, I understand the last video I had of ATS was very laggy and stuff like that, so I do apologize for that. But we do have some topics that I do want to discuss in today's video, and I figured ATS would be a perfect video for that. So let's go ahead and start the truck up. Listen to that. I threw a Cummins iX510 in here, 600 horsepower. Cummins, we do have an 18 speed without a retarder. So let's go ahead and hop into our cab. Well, actually, we're technically in the cab, but as you see here, it's got like a little holographic GPS type deal, which is kind of cool. Got our mirrors and stuff. Nice little blue interior with a little sleeper back there. Kind of looks nice. Let's go ahead and see what kind of jobs we have available today. Let's do freight market. Even though we technically work for a company, we're more of like a leaser type deal. So we'll go anywhere in Washington, basically. That's what I'm trying to do, is look for jobs in Washington. We got nothing so far. We got Everett, Washington for a generator. A little bit of a lengthy trip for what we're looking for today. Yakima, which too short of a trip. And then Everett, more of a lengthy trip. Let's go ahead and look at the external contracts and see what we got. Got a little bit more jobs here, so hopefully we'll find something within our reach and distance and stuff like that. Nothing to Washington. We got Everett, which we've already seen that distance. Olympia, which is right over there. Bellingham, which is all the way up there. We can do fireworks to yeah, let's do fireworks. We never actually did fireworks, so let's go ahead and do fireworks in a reefer. I can't believe I'm seeing that right. We're hauling fireworks in a reefer. I mean, I guess it would make a lot of sense, because if it gets too hot in the trailer, I mean, that does kind of make sense. So maybe they do haul fireworks in a reefer. I don't know. But let's go ahead and release parking brake. Set this to A5. Like I said, I'm still playing on a controller. Don't have room for a steering wheel, unfortunately, so we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Make a right out of here. Oh, a left out of here. It would have worked anyway, because there's a train coming back over there. So we're not going too far either, which is kind of nice. Very, very nice. Well, how are you guys doing today? Looks like we're actually picking up fireworks at the Walmart. They're selling fireworks at Walmart now? What the hell? I love that fucking trailer. Oh, and you're going to block me. You are gonna block me, you cock-blocking motherfucker. Do not go, do not go, do not go. I got me. He's still not going, so we're good. There we go. Looks like our trailer's ready for us, which kind of sucks. I thought I'd be able to actually pick a different skin for it, but I guess not. So it's going to be a Walmart trailer hauling fireworks. I almost said hauling fire trucks. For some reason, it's out in the open, but we do have a placard on it. It looks like it says it's explosives. Yep, there is a placard on it. Yeah, explosive. So that's good. At least we know we have our explosive. Whatchamacallit. Explosive add-on addition extension to our CDL, which is nice. That's good to know. I'm gonna definitely have to redo these mirrors though before we head out. Let's go ahead and try to hit that kingpin. I do keep forgetting to turn advanced coupling on, and I do forget to switch my trailer brakes. So let's go ahead and do there. Put her in neutral. Parking brake. Let's hit T, and I'm gonna go set my mirrors. Add a trailer brake key to change it, and then we'll go ahead and hop on this trip. Alright, so let's go ahead and release that parking brake. Trailer brakes are going to be on. Looks like they do work. Let's go ahead and pull up just a little bit. Well, maybe not. Yeah, they do. Little tug test there. Let's go ahead and pull up just a tiny bit, so we can check to see if our flashers and stuff work on the truck, which looks like from the mirrors they do, but you can never be too sure. So it looks like yes they do. Taillights work as well. I think we are good to go. I believe we are good to go. Alright, looks like we're getting out of here. Looks like this is going to be a short trip. What the hell? Maybe that's just... Okay, never mind. That's just... The GPS isn't picking up that far. I was like, that's a very short trip from what I'm like, did I pick the wrong trailer up or something? But no, we're good. We're good. We are good. Alright, looks like we're going to have a traffic jam getting out of here again. Alright. Definitely for sure going to have a little traffic jam. We got another Peterbilt, Volvo, or actually it's a Kenworth and a Volvo. Please go on the left hand. Oh, you're joking. Are you shitting me right now? Are you shitting me? I tried. Okay, I thought I was going to be getting the clear right now. We got this Kenworth. I'm going to go right after this gallon truck because I'm not waiting around anymore. This is an... Yeah. There's a prime truck right there. I don't care what has to be done, but this is going to be done. We're going to do this. Not what I wanted to do, but we're going to go ahead and do this. Just because we got to take a left up. Just because we got to take a left up here anyway. We're going to go ahead and do this. We missed our arrow, but that's alright. Would have never gotten out of there without doing that, so. We had to do what we had to do. We're going to stop here, wait on our red arrow, or our arrow to turn green. That's a very, you know, that's the sucky thing about that. That's a very short light. So that doesn't really help if you're trying to come out of that Walmart there. It's a very short light. So if you're trying to come out of that Walmart and it's backed up for good, basically. So you're stuck there forever. So if they didn't do what I did, we'd be screwed. We'd still be stuck over there if I didn't do that. So, got a green arrow now. Let's go ahead and go. It looks like we're going to be low on air. We'll make that up once we start speeding up and getting the speed limit, or start driving the speed limit and whatnot. So we'll be good. We'll be good. Looks like we're going to stop for a train here. Looks like we got some center beam cars. Something we never actually saw in this game before is center beam cars. And a very quiet Jake break, unfortunately. No, looks like we're all good. What's going on the road back there? It looks like someone just like jizzed all over the road. But yeah, like as I can see here, we're working from Mill Creek, as I said in the beginning of the video. Did you guys see in that mirror over there? It looks like we're actually going to be taking our... No, we're going straight, so we're good. I was going to say something, but I completely lost my train of thought. Do not be turning left. I was going to say, don't be turning left, dude. I'll be pissed. I was going to say something, but I lost my train of thought. Basically... As I mentioned in another video that I've had some recent stuff going on at home and stuff like that. Going along with that is I ended up recording at least 25 videos, which is good. So that means I have like extra videos and stuff in case I need them. And of course I'm turning a fucking left when I got in the right lane. It's probably a good thing though, because he's turning, so it's probably a good thing we're not going to end up waiting on him. But yeah, so basically I ended up recording 25 videos throughout that entire week, which was good. That's a weird trailer. But yeah, so I mean, I have excess videos and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm trying to record as much as possible before she gets home on Monday. So oh, I got an arrow, perfect. But yeah, I'm trying to record as much as possible, so I'm not like stuck on videos and stuff. So I know you guys probably aren't seeing like daily videos. You're maybe seeing like every other day or something like that, and that's probably going to be a thing for a while now. Just because I don't want to go through all these videos and then be stuck in a loop where I don't have any content or anything, and like trying to mix it up and everything and doing new things with GTA and everything like that. So it's just trying to basically mix it up and change it up and add more variety basically. So that's basically what I've been trying to do. And I've been trying to add new mods and stuff like that into both games, like ATS and all that fun stuff. Oh, dude, you know you should move over. You know better. You know better. You should have fucking moved over, but you know, whatever. But and that was a state trooper too, which is the worst part. He could have easily moved over into that next lane, but you know, he decided to be a dick about it. But you know, whatever. Whatever. I'm not gonna waste my breath on it. But so yeah, I've been trying to add more variety, as I've been saying, so I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying the different styles of videos I'm doing, so it's not basically like policing and stuff like that. There's just more, basically more and more of like other stuff and whatnot. So I hope you guys are enjoying the different variety going on the channel right now. I really do hope you guys are. As you can see here, like I said, we're still exploring Washington, the new DLC, and then I did find out that the new DLC for ATS is going to be Utah. So it is going to be Utah. So I'm actually really excited about that, because it said there's new loads and stuff like that, and different truck stops and areas and stuff like that. So I'm very, very, very excited about Utah in American Truck Simulator coming up next. Not sure when its actual release date is, but it is going to be soon. Another thing though I'm gonna do is it's gonna be a different style of video. You guys are probably not gonna be used to this, but I'm gonna end up doing a video of my Steam wish list, basically, of different simulator games and stuff that's gonna be coming out in like the next like couple months or next year or something like that, or like this year, next year, stuff like that. And I'm gonna end up doing a video on that, so you guys know what to look forward to later on, and you guys can comment in the comments letting me know about, hey, if this is what you want to see, or hey, that'd be pretty cool to look at and whatnot. So that'll be something that we're going to be end up doing here soon. Hopefully my hotspot Wi-Fi can actually work with it. I'm hoping it does, but you never know. It's hotspot Wi-Fi, so yeah, you never know. We're actually getting in the other lane here, but we're about 132 miles away from our destination. 2 hours and 42 minutes. Coming up on the Union Gap right now. Our truck is absolutely fucking quiet. Start slowing down here because I don't want our trailer to tip over, and I don't want the truck tipping over either. It does kind of look like our trailer is tipping over, so the physics in this game kind of got a little bit worse as with the updates and stuff from what I have noticed. Something I didn't really want to notice, but it's something I have noticed. Another thing I did want to mention is, though, I did say there was another Retail Stories video coming, but I'm going to have to postpone that because I'm not 100% certain if whatever I have written down is what I've used so far, or if it's something that I've used in the previous 3 videos, or if it is something brand new. So I'm going to have to go back and rewatch all those and see. But it looks like we discovered Yakima, so that's really nice. So we're getting there. We're getting there with Washington. But yeah, I'm going to have to go look back and see, because I'm going to do and pull out another Target trailer, and then yeah, and then I'm also going to do a Dollar General stories, but the Dollar General trailer I have is broken, so I have to do something else with that, just because Dollar General is probably one of the worst companies to actually work for, in my opinion, at least from my experience working there. I'm still working there. I'm ready to put in my 2 weeks, and I'm ready to just say walk out and fuck it, but can't right now because I have no other job lined up. But yeah, so it's a major stressor, but actually, you know what, might as well just talk about it in this video, just because we need something to bullshit about. But my job, I'm the assistant manager over at Dollar General in Illinois. I'm not going to say where, I'm not going to say what store, whatever, So, I mean, you guys know I live in Illinois, so I'm not going to say exactly what store, name names, or whatever. Um, but basically, I'm the assistant manager. Now, what does that tell you? Basically, you would think that, hey, he's an assistant manager, so he could pretty much do anything the manager can. Well, let me tell you, that is false. Basically, the only thing I can do is stock shelves and shut up. Like, legit, I cannot do anything. I can't touch the schedule. Like, I can't make schedules. I can't hire people. I cannot fire people. Basically, I can tell people what to do, but that's about it. I can do, like, the money counting and stuff like that, and, like, do the stuff on the register. But I can't do any hiring, no firing. I cannot make a schedule. I can edit a schedule, but I cannot make a schedule. I can't put people's days off requests in, or, like, approve them or deny them. I can't even open the back door to throw away trash. Now, there is an exception. Unless the store manager is not there. That's the only exception. Other than that, I cannot do jack shit at that company. And to be honest, it's not really like an assistant manager job. It's more of like a sales associate job. Just you have keys, basically. Because we have 3 different types of managers. We have a lead sales associate, which is what's under me. We have me, an assistant manager. And then we have a store manager. So basically, I am an LSA, which is a lead sales associate, as an ASM. Now, here's the real kicker though. I am making $10 an hour as an assistant manager. Supposedly that is the set pay rate hourly for my position. Now, here's the real kicker, as my game just stuttered up to hell. Holy shit. But here is the real kicker. I have a LSA that I had it transferred from Indianapolis. Now, I understand Indianapolis is probably different than Illinois. So, yeah, looks like we're actually going up this way to Winatchee. Yep. But, yeah. So, she is making $12 an hour. And I'm sitting here, her boss, making $10 an hour. I'm like, this is definitely not fair. I mean, I understand she's been there a little bit longer, but you would think an assistant manager would be making more than someone who's below them. And then here's the real kicker. One of our sales associates is making $13.50 an hour, working basically can only work 1 day a week per doctor's orders. And she's making $13.50, and I'm sitting as an assistant manager making $10, and she is just a regular sales associate. So let me tell you that is some major bullshit right there. And then, knowing in March, I ended up putting in my 2 weeks back then, just because I'm just getting sick and tired of the job. And supposedly, I was promised a raise that I never got. And I didn't realize I never got it because the application to go view your pay stubs and stuff would not let me in. Like, I tried the password, my security questions, it just would not let me in whatsoever. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So finally it let me in after maybe 4 or 5 months, and then I come find out that my raise was never put in. So I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? So my boss, who technically was my best friend, but right now we're just kind of it's just kind of up in the air the way he treats his employees and me, basically. Decided to put in for a raise, and it said that the base pay rate was 10, so he couldn't do it. And ended up basically, oh, that's kind of cool. It's a heart, so it's basically like a Loves. That's pretty cool. I like that. Truck exit only, report drunk drivers, a Goodyear. So that's got to be a mod in the game, because there's no way Goodyear is going to be part of ATS. Truck works. Nice. But ended up putting in for $10.50. Supposedly I have to go through my district manager, who's another piece of work. So I'm not going to name names. I'm just going to keep it confidential. But if you guys know who you are watching this video, like I said, I ain't naming names, so you can't do shit to me. But basically, my boss, who is on salary, reels in about $600 a week, pretty much. Depending on what store. His is a high volume store. Ours is a high volume store. So So he rings in about 600 a week. Now, the one thing that I don't think is fair, but I don't make the rules, is he has to work a minimum of 48 hours a week. That's the minimum, but he only gets paid for 40. So I remember there was a store manager up in one of the stores in my district that I went to. She worked 92 hours that week and only got paid for 40. So to me, that's kind of bullshit. And I guess there is a lawsuit going around with it, but I guess that is how salary works pretty much. Like I said, to me it's bullshit, but who am I to say anything to them? But yeah, it's just kind of like that. But here's the kicker. Myself and that LSA that's making $12.50 or $12 an hour is there more than my boss is. Basically, we're supposed to have 39 and a half hours. That's like the maximum we can do. Can't do overtime or anything like that. And we are there more than he is, basically. So we're both pulling in about 39 hours for what's been like the past month or so. And he's left early. He hasn't been doing his job, not coming in. The store is like an absolute mess, okay? Let me tell you, it's an absolute mess. We have people complaining all the fucking time, and it's honestly getting sick, and I'm honestly getting sick and tired of hearing it, to be honest. Just because I'm just done, basically. But I can't quit because I don't have a backup plan. Which I did have a couple different backup plans with that testing at the Department of Corrections, which that could take for a long time to get back, or for them to get back to me. As well as I had an interview at a railroad crew transportation agency, but I don't think it went too well, so unfortunately. But yeah, so he's technically supposed to work 48. We're supposed to only work 39 and a half. We both push our max in hours, and my game is stuttering like hell. I don't understand why. This is weird. I remember it did it last time, but it's not as bad today as it was the last video I did of ATS. I don't understand why it's stuttering so much. But yeah, pretty much there was one day where it was 3 of us scheduled till 5 o'clock. Me and the other one stayed till 5. He ended up leaving at 2:30 to do some random bullshit. I don't know. I'm not gonna say. But I asked him if he was gonna come back, and he said, yeah, tomorrow morning. Now it's like, you're scheduled till 5. You left early because technically he can't because he's salary, so he doesn't have to punch in. But it's like, come on, dude. You're the store manager. You're in charge of everything. There's so much I can do, and there's so much that everyone else can do. Most of our team ended up going to a different store because of him, which I don't blame him, to be honest, just because he is a very shitty manager. But it looks like we discovered Winatchee. But if you guys noticed, if I've been talking about being stressed or whatever recently, that is why. It's because he's basically putting everything on me, when technically it's supposed to be on him, but he's putting it all on me. And it's putting stress on my job because I'm only one person. I can only do so much in a week. Whereas, you have a team that does everything, but to him, it's just one person. And it's just kind of putting more stress on everybody else because, like I said, I feel like I'm there more than he is. And it's supposed to be the opposite. He's supposed to be there more than I am. There's a couple different other stories I'm going to say later on, because it looks like we're coming up on our destination. I'll say it in the next episode. It'll kind of be like a continuation of part 2, basically, of this. It looks like we're coming up on Winatchee, or we're in Winatchee right now. And I gotta say, it looks nice. It's basically like almost the same type of city you'd see in ATS. Like warehouses and stuff like that. But look, little Rose Hotel. But it's got like new buildings and new stuff, and it looks nice. Looks like hopefully we get an arrow now. Yes, we are. Cool, 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 cool. But yeah, it's just like little things like that, and it just irks me so much that I'm sitting there pulling in more work and doing more work than he is, and it's like I get shit on by everyone for it, and it's like it's just to the point where I'm just ready to walk out of Dollar General. Now can't speak for myself because my girlfriend's sister actually works at a Dollar General in a different district. Supposedly it's not bad for her, but like I said, I'm going to continue this on in a second video, just because we're almost at our destination and it's a lot to talk about. But I like this train. I usually don't see a whole full train full of tree logs. Usually you don't see a full train of that, but that's kind of cool. Just gonna make sure there's no other train coming, so we're gonna go ahead and pull up a little bit and just make sure. Yeah, we're good. We are good. All right, so we're gonna take a right into here and see what we got going on. Oh, this is an actual road. Okay, I see. So right and then a left right into here. Gotcha. I feel like this is one of those that we have to do from the road, but I'm going to go ahead and try to do it from over here and make a U-turn, which I don't see. Actually, I don't see us making a U-turn, so that's definitely not going to be possible. So this would have been one of those that we did from the road. Let's see. Don't want to hit this FedEx truck. I think we just kind of screwed ourselves. Oh, yeah, we just kind of screwed ourselves a little bit. Let's go ahead and back up a tiny bit. And let's see if we can actually maybe do this without jackknifing. Because I was watching another trucker do this at the store one time, and he was actually, it didn't seem like he knew what he was doing, but I'm hoping he did because he got his CDL somehow. So I'm hoping he didn't jackknife, but I feel like we're going to be alright. Yeah, awesome. We were good. We were good there, so we can actually back in from the left-hand side now. So I guess Adrian knows what he's doing sometimes. Not all the time, but like 99.9% of the time, I guess. I know what I'm doing. So we want to back it into that one, right next to that one trailer. So we're going to have to pull forward up just a tiny bit. And then we're just going to have to do this from the street. Unfortunately, we're going to have to block some traffic off to do this. And right there. So I actually watched this in a video. It's some driver that works for Amazon, or not Amazon Prime, but for Prime Incorporated. And he was doing, I believe it was a backup in Chicago. And he had to do it off of the street. So that's basically what we have to do here with this one. Just back it on up off the street. But I feel like we've got this. Because I feel like I'm getting a lot better at doing this since I ended up doing that U-turn perfectly without jackknifing. Because in the beginning I would have fucking just jackknifed it and done the hell with it. But I just got to keep going with the trailer, keep going with the trailer, keep going with the trailer basically. Keep going with that trailer. Boom. And we did, holy crap. I am actually very, very, very proud of myself right there, because that is something I would have never been able to do in the beginning. No, I am proud of myself for this one, ladies and gentlemen. That is my first time actually backing up perfectly into a parking spot. I am in shock right now. So let's go ahead and put her in, set the parking brake. Is it set? It is set. It's in neutral. Hit T to lower it. I am shocked at myself right now, ladies and gentlemen. That is new for me. I didn't even get a picture with my trailer. But $10,665, 390 XP for 7,447. So we actually got some rewards and stuff like that. So that's really good. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this one, guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys want to hear more of the stories or more of that Dollar General story in another episode. I might just try to do one full and just kind of re-explain the whole situation, basically. Yeah, it's just a clusterfuck at that job. So I'm definitely probably going to do another ATS strictly on that, kind of go through it again and whatnot, and just kind of put my focus in on that. But, yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. Smash that like button. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get some praise for that backup job, though. That was perfect. I was shocked at myself, and I knew how to do that. So I'm actually kind of, I'm happy. I'm happy right now. But yeah, guys, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord server. I always say you guys are truly amazing, and you guys are. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all the support recently. Thank you for every single thing you guys have done from when we were at 1 subscriber to where we are now. You guys are truly awesome, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.